Oh hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Kobe Scrubby. Welcome back to Them and Us. It seems as though I accidentally clicked the 2-minute ad button at the beginning instead of the 3-minute ad button, so the next ad's going to be in 40 minutes instead of 60. It seems that they keep switching the locations of the buttons around on me, and I just clicked where it normally is. Anyway, what's going on, Zalen? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. My name is Kobe Scrubby. Welcome back to Them and Us. If you enjoy the stream, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, and if you'd like to support the channel, avoid seeing the ads, and you'd also be welcome to join my private Satisfactory server. All you gotta do is subscribe for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. Otherwise, you're gonna be lucky and get gifted a sub. I'm gonna get started because, oops, I don't want to waste any time. I got a lot to do. I just found last night that I'm like maybe halfway done with this game. Oh yeah, I died. I haven't played this since Friday? Yeah, we looked it up, I looked it up last night. I looked up a full playthrough video. Oh, you know what? It was Saturday. Because I was playing it, and then Official came in and was ready to, oh, yeah, was ready to play, Outlast Trials. Whoa, I'm so far back. These guys are still here? Oh my god. Holy crap. Okay. Well, let's just pretend I didn't die. We'll start from here. I do have the doorknob, which I'm going to need. So... oh man, I'm gonna have to remember all the stuff I did. Let's refill my bottle. Didn't buy the Humble Bumble choice. The rumors were wrong. It wasn't what you thought it was gonna be. I got one that was... I try to look at them before I get rid of notifications. At least the Discord ones. And there was like a Rage 2 Deluxe Edition for like $6. If I didn't already have that, I'd get that. There's another one I saw in there too I was interested in. I don't remember what it was. What? What? You puking at me from... oh. The door is locked from the inside. Okay, I don't know if I ever got in there. I know I read all this stuff, so I'm not going to do it again. If you want to see what it says, go back and watch my last stream. I don't believe there's now a way to punch or kick. I hear one. Where's he coming from? Ammo. Alright, there's another crawler guy. Crawler skeleton guy up here. Somewhere. Oh, yep, there he is. I was right. Get back here, stupid. Oh! No! Those guys can kill me with one hit. Leave me alone. Oh, jeez. Alright, I got an idea. Trace is a monthly sub. Hold on. Where'd you go, guy? There he is. Ah, jeez. Yeah, one shot. I was going to use a whole nother shotgun on him. Monthly sub that gives you 8 games for the price of 12. For the price of $12. The only thing they accurately guessed was Fashion Police Squad. What is that? That sounds interesting. Dude, I just got the weirdest deja vu. Like, I'm at this exact spot in this game, and that I said those words, like, I read that chat and said that, and that I said, like, that seems like a funny game or something. I swear that I did this before. It's so weird. So, the way that I understand what that is it's a type of seizure where your brain puts what's happening right now mistakenly into your long-term memory instead of your short-term memory. I have said it before. Some months have really good games, some don't, but it mostly falls upon personal opinion. It might be a good deal for someone. I know I've said this before. Am I having a seizure? But it was this exact game with the moon up there and everything, and I was coming through this. And I was saying that. I smell gummy worms. I don't know. Well, if I pass out or something, then call the ambulance. But I guess you guys don't know where I live, so I don't know if that's gonna help. Yeah, I need an ambulance. What's the address? I don't know. Sugar crash. I need more sugar. I need to make the gummy worms into powder and then snort them. You swear that? I mean, it could not have happened because I've never played this game before. I have done this part of the game before because I died and I gotta do this over again. But it's so weird, man. Or you can melt them down and put them in an IV. So, okay, so I listened to this crazy story today. So, this Burger King worker is taking the trash out behind Burger King and finds a 50-year-old naked man unconscious behind the dumpster, completely sunburned with like fire ants all over him, bites all over his whole body. So she calls the police. The police come. They find out he's not dead. They take him to the hospital. And then this guy has cataracts too, so he's blind. And if you don't know what cataracts is, it's that video that Mr. Beast made a little while ago where he paid for blind people to see again. It's a super simple surgery where they stick this thing in your... Is it in your cornea? There's just white stuff in there. They stick it in and they suck the white stuff out and you can see again. And that's it. That's the whole thing. So he doesn't remember who he is. Like when the police, like when he woke up in the hospital, is the first thing he remembers in his entire life, and he's 50 years old. So the doctors are like, well, maybe if he can see himself in a mirror, maybe it'll bring back some memories. But he can't see. And the hospital refused to do the surgery because he doesn't have a name, so he doesn't have a social security number, so he doesn't have health insurance, and they refused to do the surgery. I don't know if you remember, but when Mr. Beast made that video, it was like $1,000 each to get that procedure done. And the hospital wouldn't do it for this guy. And they already knew that he has no idea who he is. So eventually people, civilians, raised the money for him to get the procedure done so he could see again. So they show him a mirror, and he says, wow, I look about 20 years older than I think I should. Some people think it's a good idea to post online that they can't wait for a second Civil War. Imagine he's just some super wealthy old man. Well, there were some people trying to say, this was 2004 that they found him. There were people trying to say that he's just faking it all, but the hospital just gave him the name BK Doe, Burger King Doe. So eventually he decided he'd start calling himself Benjamin because it's B. And then he said the nurses were yelling at him. Maybe not the nurses. Some hospital staff that they need a last name and just give me a last name. So he said Kyle because it's the first K name he could think of. So then his name was officially Benjamin Kyle. So after he's healthy enough, the hospital just kicks him out. The police just dropped him at the hospital and left and forgot about him. They didn't even look at him whatsoever. The hospital kicks him out. He's got nowhere to go. He has no name. He has no memories. He has no social security number, so he can't even get a job. So he's sleeping like on newspapers. Eventually, I think he gets a tent. Imagine, I remember all the people who claimed I was faking it all as a child. Mine's not as bad as his, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, complete memory loss. He's 50 years old. He doesn't remember anything. Eventually, he remembers, he thinks he remembers that his birthday is exactly 10 years before Michael Jackson's birthday, which was like 1948, they said, on Michael Jackson's birthday. And that he has like these flashes of memories from Indianapolis and also Denver and Boulder. So 8 years go by. Well, actually 3 years go by, and the cops are like, oh, maybe we should look into this guy. Well, it's already been 3 years, so all the evidence is gone. Video cameras that might have seen something, any evidence where they found him is gone. And then they're like, yeah, we can't find anything, we're done. So 8 years from when they found him, this genealogy lady, who is the same lady who identified the Golden State Killer from the DNA, she decides to try. So it takes her 2 years to match up his DNA with his family. So now it's been 10 years, 11 years since they found him. And he's just been living in a tent, you know. Doing just like odd jobs for restaurants or anybody who will like, you know, give him a couple bucks to do something. Fix or clean or do whatever. Oh my God. So this lady matches him up with his family. Finds out his name and everything. Oh, also, I forgot, in that 11 years, they were able to get a hold of the Social Security office, bureau, whatever you want to call it. And they said the law is written that they cannot issue a new Social Security number. It doesn't matter. They can't give him a new one. So he can't get a job. He can't get an apartment. He can't get a house. He can't do it. You can't do anything. If you don't have a name and a Social Security number, you can't do anything. But yeah, eventually she gets him in touch with his family, and his parents are dead. So he's like 60 at this point, 61. He did grow up in Indianapolis. He has one brother in Florida, which is where he is now. And he has another brother that's still in the family house that he grew up in. So it turns out that he left home when he was 16 because his parents were not great parents. And then him and his friend decided to leave Indianapolis and go to Denver or Boulder. So he ended up out here in Colorado for a while. So there's records of him working and living and stuff up until 1983. And then from 1983 to 2004, there was no record of him existing anywhere. Nothing whatsoever. Anywhere in the whole country, like as far as anybody could find. It's just like he disappeared for 20 years. And then showed up behind that dumpster naked behind Burger King one day with no memory. So it's funny that it didn't go here, but Laura asked me the first thing she said is, did he get abducted by aliens? And I'm like, it's so funny that no one even brought that up, but that was my thought. Like he stepped through a vortex or a portal or got abducted by aliens or something. Is it just like the movie Click where your body is just like going on autopilot for 20 years? I don't know. It's so weird. He went on Dr. Phil. He like went on to did a bunch of interviews and stuff like that, and no one recognized him ever until the genealogy lady found his family. It's fun for when your own doctor tells you you're faking a mental. So actually, I went to the doctor today. Ghost in the government. He stuck to his story the whole time, and like I said, he was homeless after they found him. Like he was living in a tent behind the police station because he didn't have a Social Security number. Like he didn't gain anything from this. He didn't get any money. He didn't really get any fame. Like people threw in money for him to get the cataracts procedure, but other than that, he just like I don't even know how he got by. And the only thing that he gained from it was like one of his brothers back, that he doesn't even know apparently. So yeah, I mean, people thought he was faking and stuff, but he didn't gain anything from it. What was I gonna say? Oh, I went to the doctor today. That's why I'm starting early, is because I left the doctor, or I left work early to go to the doctor. And they took my blood last time to check my thyroid because they thought that I might have a thyroid thing going on where, like, because I get super hot all the time. Like today at work, it was 62 degrees on my side, and I had one of those giant fans on that are like 4 feet tall, and I was perfectly fine. I liked it. She said my thyroid's good, but there's like some side effects from the crap, what's it called? Hot flashes? Are you sure it's not menopause? See, that's what I should have asked her. But like right now it's 62 in this room, and I'm in shorts. I got shorts and t-shirt on, and it's perfect. And I have the window open. If it were to get to like 65, I'd have to turn the fan on. I'm just hot all the time. But yeah, there are like times, just kind of random points where it's just like, bam, you're hot right now. and then the sweat just like turns on. Like, wow, what happened? So she thought it was a thyroid thing. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just telling a story. Oh, I need to. Oh yeah, I need to do the handle, the door handle. So anyway, she suggested that she add. I can't even think of the damn pills I'm taking. The generic name is escitalopram, Lexapro. So she suggested that I take Wellbutrin also because it has it negates some of the effects of the Lexapro. It works together with it. And some of the things that I'm having with the Lexapro is like I gained 30 pounds after I started taking it, and I still feel super crappy when I get out of bed. Like when I wake up in the morning, I always feel like shit. I feel like about maybe 20% less shit than I did before I started taking it, but I still feel horrible when I wake up. So she suggested the Lexapro because it'll also it'll negate some of the effects, the Wellbutrin, because it'll negate some of the effects of the Lexapro, and it should make me feel like I have more energy. Like I'm a little bit better now. Like sometimes I can drag myself out of bed by like 6:30 and try to leave at 7. A few years ago, my alarm would go off at 6 and I was jumped up out of bed, putting my clothes on, eating some food, and I had time left. Like I would sit at the table and eat breakfast and watch Good Mythical Morning or something. And then, just like a week or two or so ago, it was like I'm just hitting snooze every 5 minutes until 6:50, and then trying to drag myself up and put my clothes on and get my lunch together and be out the door in 10 minutes. And somehow I was only like a couple minutes late to work a couple times, but I would get there like right on time if I wasn't late. If your behavior changes, like you're more angry, more sad, more negative behaviors, Wellbutrin, I would stop taking it. It's not a good medication. She said that there's a slight. Oh, the door handle's missing. There's a slight chance. It's a rare side effect that you can have, like what she called it, a serotonin overload or something like that. She says very rare, and if it does happen, I'll just feel sick, like basically like I got a fever, like I'm sick. But I know I've listened to other people talk about it that are taking this exact same mixture, Lexapro and Wellbutrin. And I've heard people say bad stuff about it, and I've heard people say good stuff about it. But Ethan Klein on the H3 podcast that I talk about, that I listen to 3 times a week, that's exactly what he's taken. And he said it's the best decision he's ever made in his life, because he said his doctor gave him the pills, and he said he let him sit on his nightstand for months because he didn't want to take them because of, the same thing that I grew up, because he's the same age as me, same thing I grew up with. Be a man, don't be a pussy, walk it off, deal with it yourself, stuff like that. And it was like stigmatized that you take medication. You should be able to deal with it yourself and work through it. So he didn't want to take them. So then it happened that he he had Bill Burr on the podcast for an interview, and I don't think I've ever seen that one. It was before I started watching them years ago, and it was so bad, and Bill Burr tore him apart. I guess he felt so embarrassed from his interview with Bill Burr that he went home and he started taking them, and he said it's the best thing he's ever done. Oh, she moved her head the second I pulled the trigger. Anyway, I went to pick him up on the way home, and you stupid. I don't like girl zombies. Stop it! Oh my god. Dude, how many times did I shoot at her? 10 times? It must have been, yeah, 10, because I had 5 bullets left. Holy crap. They gave me a Wellbutrin to treat my depression. It made everything worse. Everyone is different, though, so you might have to dodge this. Yeah. If it can, like, give me a little bit of energy, or make me feel like I got a little bit of energy, then I'll feel better for sure, because I'll just, like, even when like, this happens to me at work too, and I sit down on a chair or something, or like when I get out of the shower here and then I walk over and get my clothes out of the dresser and I sit on the bed, it's like I'm just sitting there, and I need to get dressed, and I know that I need to get dressed and I want to get dressed, but it's just like I can't make my body do it. I'm just sitting there on the edge of the bed, like staring. It happens to me at work. I'll sit down to work on something, and I'll be like, all right, I need to get working or I'll get in trouble. And I'm just sitting there, like, and I can't make my body do it. Good, I got one of these freaking guys that takes 5 shotguns to the face. Oh, if they're too close, the shot won't hit them. Oh. Anyway, she prescribed me some new medication, so I'm going to try it and see what happens. And if it works, great. And if it doesn't, then I'll stop taking it and just be the way I am. Or she'll give me something else to take, you know? I'll also, I think that... Oh! Oh my god. Oh! What happened? Why? Oh my. Dude, I'm never playing this game again. I gotta do all this again. I've been playing this for 31 minutes. And I'm redoing everything that I did Saturday. You son of a... It's not showing me a crash thing. What the fuck? God damn it. I should just play that open roads game. But then I'm going to have to cut the first half an hour of this stream. I don't know. Anyway. She also said it might make me feel hot. And I'm like, well, that's not going to work because I'm already hot all the time. I was sitting there in the doctor's office. I wasn't super sweating like I was last time I was in there, but I was warm and I could feel the sweat starting a little bit. So I guess we'll see. So I'm going to pick it up tomorrow and we'll see what happens. God damn it, game. I just want to progress through the game. I think I played this for 2 hours Saturday and didn't get anywhere. And I ended up speed running it to here, and that's why the monsters are still here, is because I ran past them all. Ooh, one shot on that one. One shot on that one. The hotness could also be a weight thing. It's a common thing with people who are bigger, on the bigger side. I mean, I've always been a little bit warm, but now it's like ridiculous. Like I used to be able to, I got these cooling shirts, which I've talked about before, which I wear to work every day, especially because in the summer it's so damn hot and humid in there that you just die. And then I used to wear a long sleeve button up shirt, work shirt, over top of it. And then slowly over the last year or so, I've been having to take those off because I'm just so hot. Like, you know, I'm like, wow, it's kind of hot in here. I'm going to take this off. And then I guess probably the last 6 to 8 months, I haven't worn one at all. And I still keep it 62 to 64 degrees on my side of the shop. And it's like just right or a little bit warm. So I've always been a little bit warm, but it's never been this bad. One thing that I don't know how much it matters is I've never had my hair this long. My hair's always been very short. And you guys can't really see it, but this hair here, this goes all the way down. Oh, I just let go of it. It goes all the way down to here, but it's so damn curly. And this, I just got it, I got it back and I got headphones on. So you don't really, it doesn't really look that long on camera. So I suppose that could be it, because even when my hair was short, no, I fucked it up. Even when my hair was short and I wore a hat, because I used to like to wear hats. I used to wear hats more often, and now like I'll wear one if I feel like my hair looks too stupid to go out. And I gotta take it off. When I take it off, my hair is just soaked from sweat. Yeah, I'm probably the heaviest now than I've ever been. I was this weight before. Before I started taking the Lexapro. Well, actually, no, let me go back. Before I started eating gluten-free, I was this weight. So that was like 2 years ago. And then I lost 30 pounds. I was down to 240. And then when I started taking Lexapro, I gained that 30 pounds back. So that could be a thing where I'm hotter now because I'm bigger, I'm heavier, the heaviest of my life, I suppose. But when I was this heavy before, it wasn't like that. And then I lost the weight, and then I gained it back. Whoa! And now I'm hot. So I don't know. And also, the last 4 years I've been 3-4 years I've been growing my hair. So I suppose that could be a thing. The hair. But I don't know. Or maybe I'm just old and it's hot flashes. But it's not just a flash. It's not just a flash for a few minutes. It's like for most of the day. God damn it. Now I'm not going to be able to hit this guy. I'm always cold. It could be 80 out. Need a long sleeve and a hoodie on. I wish. I love wearing hoodies. I love wearing sweatpants. I love wearing a hat. I love to have a blanket on, but I can't do it. Hair could play a factor, but I don't think it's significant. Yeah, I mean, I could see that I feel a little bit warmer, but I wouldn't think to the point where I can't wear my work shirt anymore and I need to keep it 62 degrees with a 4-foot industrial fan on me. Where everybody else at work is like wearing long sleeves and coats, and like it's a noticeable difference. If you walk to the other side of the shop, it's warm. And then when I come back over to my shop, I can feel that it's cold. But I also know I can't turn the heat on or anything, or else I'll just be cooking. You don't have big thick hair either. No, it's pretty thin, yeah. And that's why you can't really see it with the light. I shine the light at the ceiling and the light shines down on me. Like, you can't see all this little hair here. They're pretty fine. So yeah, it shouldn't be that bad. And you can actually see, like, you can see my scalp here where I parted it, and you can see it here. It's not super thick. So that's why I didn't think that would be that big of a deal. Maybe this medication that I started taking, when was it? It was probably, it's probably coming up on a year now, I suppose, that I've been taking it. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. Got more hair than me on my head. I've never had it this long, ever. Like, not even close. Because it gets so curly and it drives me crazy. So anytime it's even started to get curly, I would just cut it short again. But I've never grown my hair before, and I'm like, this is like my last chance. I'm gonna stick with it and see how far I can get. If I can get past the stupid looking stage, maybe I can actually do something with it. I don't know. I just never done it before. I know it looks bad, but I'm doing something new. That guy looked like Chris Rock. I have a big bald spot top of my dome. So I'm also taking another thing. It's called finasteride. It blocks the so as men get older, your body starts making a different type of testosterone, and that's what causes your hair to start to fall out. So what the finasteride does is it blocks that specific type of testosterone that makes your hair fall out. And it's even possible, damn it, that it could start to grow back. And I think I don't think I've ever had hair here, like even when I was a kid. So it's not really growing there. There's a few growing on the front here, I think. But I think overall there's more hair, like there's more individual hairs. I'm also using uh, minoxidil, which is the active ingredient that's in Rogaine, but Rogaine's super expensive. So you just get like the grocery store brand, or you can go to Costco and get 6 months supply of it for a better deal than getting it even the grocery store brand. And I don't know if it's making any difference. If it's doing anything, it's stopping more hair from falling out. This damn lady, man. Yes. So anyway, I guess I suppose that could do it too. If it's changing my hormones, it could make me feel hot. I just shave my head every couple of months. Yeah, see, I just kept it small, or short. I think what did it for me is I saw a picture of me from either the top or behind, and I didn't have a bald spot, but it was definitely thinner back here. And I was like, oh no, does my hair actually look like that? And everybody said no, that it looks worse in the picture than it does in real life. But I was like, at that time, I was listening to Hassan every day, and I heard him talk about it. He's like 6 or 7 years younger than me, and he's using that stuff. So I asked the doctor about it, and the doctor's like, yeah. Oh, shoot. The doctor's like, yeah, we can do that. I'm like, all right, let's do it. The pills are super cheap. The minoxidil that you put on top is what's expensive. Even at Costco, they've got you get 6 cans, which is 1 a month. And it's like this foam, kind of like mousse that you put on there. It's like $50 for a 6-month supply. But it's more. Like if you get the name brand or even the grocery store brand, it's even more expensive. Okay, I'm not gonna grab that yet. I'm gonna clear the rest of these buildings, and then I'll get that and save before I get to another boss fight. I have to do this all over again. Okay, I got that. And I came out here from somewhere. I think I need to start doing something about my weekly migraines. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have a friend that gets really bad migraines. And last time I talked to him, he started... this had nothing in it last time. Last 3 times! Alright, I'm not doing that one again. Last time I talked to him, he started getting a shot. And I don't exactly remember what he said about it, but I think I remember that he said it works. Like, I think he still gets migraines, but they're either not as bad or they don't happen as often. Oh my god, dude. Oh! God damn it. Just blow up. No! God. This is not my night for this game. Okay. I got everything. Let's grab that save and go back and save it. Did I go? Yeah. It's tolerable to me, but I also tolerate a lot. It's just a constant throbbing all day. So I've never, so I don't get headaches very often unless I'm like hungover, dehydrated, or something like that, or sick. Um, but a few times, probably like 3, 4 times that I remember, it has happened to me where I'll start to notice something in my vision, like maybe on the side of my vision, just kind of like sparklies. And then very, very, very slowly over like the next hour, it'll work its way all the way across, and eventually it'll go away out the other side. And I don't know if that's a type of migraine. I don't think I've ever brought it up to a doctor because it's only happened a couple times, and I never think of it when I'm there. But yeah, I don't get headaches very often. Oh, and some people have to deal with watching ads, especially if they're not subscribed, which I don't like to do. So if I got a channel that I watch all the time, I'll use Laura's Amazon Prime account and I'll connect it to my Twitch account, and that'll give me a free Prime subscription every month. So I don't have to watch any ads, and I don't have to pay extra either. But if you want to, you can subscribe for $5. You can do that and subscribe for free with a Twitch Prime. Or you can hope that you can get lucky enough to get gifted a sub. Something older and short-sighted people get. It's only happened like a couple times, and it happened when I was fairly young. It hasn't happened in a long time though. Eye surgery? I haven't had any of that. I've had a piece of metal dug out of my eye before. So anyway, if you don't want to see the ads, you can subscribe for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. Or get lucky and get gifted a sub. I'm going to run a 3-minute ad break because that'll shut off the pre-roll ads for the next hour. Here's the ad break now. Wait, what's my health at? I'm going to use this. You know what? I'm going to use some of these small ones. Small. That barely gives you anything, even with the ointment on it. Do I have another small one? No. I got 2 mediums and a large. And then 3 first aid kits. I'm kind of saving those for when I need them. No, you know what? I just saved it, so I'm not going to take one. Actually, let me go back in there where it's safe. This post may not be comfortable for some audience. Log in to make the most of your experience. I don't have a TikTok account. How bad is it that it needs me to log in? The first
Gen
one.
Z is.
What's classy if you're physically attractive, but trashy if you're
Dude,
not?
it takes so long to pause.
One.
Pause. The first one. Maybe I'll open it again and see what happens. Yeah, it must be flagged for something. I've never seen that before. For mature audiences or something.
You think I'm scared and you the one probably playing dress up in your backyard.
You afraid, bro? What makes you think we are not trained and ready? We know what could happen, and that's the hard facts. The one was about a Republican calling for civil war and someone telling him to knock it off.
Come on, bro. You the one out here building bullshit ass bunkers. You out here probably got camouflage and ghillie suits talking about I'm scared. I ain't losing no sleep if one of you assholes decide to wake up tomorrow and declare civil war on America. I ain't got shit to fucking worry about. When that time come, I will be prepared. Until then, I'll be resting my black ass head on a pillow and keep it pushing. There's a whole lot of possibilities that I could be worried about. There's a possibility that Godzilla could attack Tokyo. There's a possibility that Russia could send a nuclear missile and it hit my apartment. There's a possibility that we could have another global pandemic. I am not losing sleep worried about you crazy assholes thinking about y'all the toughest motherfuckers walking this fucking country. Ain't nobody impressed by your backyard training, I promise you, my guy. Keep doing what you're doing. I ain't telling you not to do nothing. If that help you sleep at night, keep it pushing. I'm going to kick my feet up, I'm going to watch my Netflix, and I'm going to enjoy the world that we have until we have to deal with those type of possibilities.
Yeah, there's a possibility. So airplanes go over my house to land at Denver International Airport. There's a possibility one of those planes could crash on my house any day. I mean, if it happens 50 times a day, it's just the odds game. How likely, what's the percentage of airplanes crashing coming into land? It's not a 0% chance that airplane can land on my house. Chances are it would be a Boeing. Yeah. Yeah, I just listened to that story. I think I said something about it like last week. I didn't know it was that bad. It's crazy. I don't want to ride on a Boeing ever again.
Is the first generation in America that has absolutely no purpose or meaning in life. This is
why Gen Z. Well, this is why we are fighting for Gen Z. Okay.
why they have terms like Gen Z is the first generation in America that has absolutely no purpose or meaning in life. This is why they have terms like doomers. You know, this is why you ask them, hey, go buy a house, get married, have kids. And they say, what's the point? Inflation is going to make it impossible to retire. My house won't be worth anything.
That's not just Gen Z. That's me. That's millennials too. I can't buy a house unless I'm using some government program that's giving me the house cheaper than it's worth. You know, this is the only one that I can even afford, and it's like $80,000 off, and they're paying the down payment for me. I still have student loans. By the time I retire, we're not going to have Social Security anymore. Like, it's already happened, man. I'm already screwed right now. Gen Z got a late start, though. I mean, unless something changes, it's going to be worse for them, but it's already going to be bad enough for me.
I can never afford a house. My education was super overpriced. Everything's pre-decided. The globalists are controlling everything. I'm just going to be told how to live. Why should I strive and have any ambition when I've been basically reduced to a category and I've already determined that my category is pre-designed not to be successful? So there's a learned hopelessness inside Gen Z. And all these old baby boomers, millennials, and Gen Zers, they're like, well, they just don't want to work hard. I mean, well, ask yourself this. If you honestly believe that no matter what you did, you were going to lose the game, would you want to play the game? Like, how much fun would it be to be part of a football game if you were basically told before you even took the field that you were going to lose the game? What's the point? You see this even in professional football after, a team knows they're going to lose. How hard do they play in the fourth quarter? They put their second string in. They put their third string in. They just try to find another game to play because the primary game is lost. So if you know you're going to lose the economic game, you know that the system is rigged. Why do you care?
So, I guess millennials could go both ways. Some of them are siding with the boomers because they've been indoctrinated by them. And some of them have woken up and seen how bad things are. So, millennials, I would have to guess, are probably split, and I would have to guess that more than 50% of them are on the Gen Z side, I suppose. Find another game to play. That's why I'm a gamer. Tons of games to play. Yeah, that's why I have 1,000 games. Some games I'm not gonna finish.
The plot of almost all romance movies. I like to use what I call the DeVito rule. If a romance movie becomes a horror movie by recasting the lead man as Danny DeVito, it's a shitty example of a romance movie. If it's still a sweet movie, it's really romance. Not many movies pass this test. 2. Messy hair. It's either cute bedhead or a sign of depression and bad hygiene. 3. Winking. 4. A 4-day beard. If you're a male model, you look like a manly man. If you're Bubba Sixpack, you look like a homeless dude. 5. I wouldn't say specifically classy, but a tank top. Imagine Ryan Gosling in a tank top. Now imagine Danny DeVito in that same tank top. 6. Sending a drink to a random woman across the bar. Many shifts as a bartender, and when a less than good looking bloke wanted to do it, I said it was against policy too. I've never seen it end well unless the dude was really handsome. 7. Smiling. Here's a quote from Jim Gaffigan. Life is a little easier for attractive people. Can we admit that? Think about it. If a stranger smiles at you and they're attractive, you think, oh, they're nice. But if the stranger's ugly, you're like, what do they want? Get away from me, weirdo. 8. Foreign accents. 9. Getting out of a small car. Whether it's a Porsche or a Fiat, if you are attractive, you look natural and classy, stepping out. If you're ugly or large, you look like one of the last clowns falling out of the clown car. 10. Basically any bold move towards the opposite gender. 11. Hanging out with ugly people. 12. The entire plot of 50 Shades. If that movie was redone with Danny DeVito, it would probably have a whole different vibe to it. 13. Being straightforward on dating apps. 14. Biting your lip. Imagine a young, attractive lady biting her lip at you, classy and attractive. Now imagine a 40-year-old overweight man biting his lip at you.
Hey, that's almost me.
Creepy as hell.
Okay, let's see. What do you think?
15. Eating out of bird feeders. When a pretty bird like a cardinal, finch, or hummingbird do it, everyone loves it. When I do it, people get pissed because I'm in their yard eating out of their bird feeder. 16. Writing anonymous love letters. With an attractive guy, it's sweet. But with an unattractive guy, he's considered a creepy stalker. 17. Yoga pants. 18. Being nerdy. If you're an attractive man and you're nerdy, you get a lot different reaction than if you look like, say, me. 19. Some tattoos, depending on the placement of the tattoo. 20. Bathing with a hose in your driveway. 21. Literally just existing. 22. In this thread, people don't know what classy means.
Danny DeVito in a tank top's kind of hot. Yeah, life's definitely a little easier for hot people. For sure. And sometimes it's way easier. Danny DeVito was in 50 Shades of Grey. It would be a better movie and bestseller. It would be funny. What's that guy have against Danny DeVito? Right up the butt. Oh no! Oh jeez, thought I missed him. started blasting? Shooting people? So there's like 3 of those crawler guys up here. Maybe 4. And they were standing by this red barrel. That's why I thought maybe I could blow up the red barrel, but there's a different one. I wonder if this one blows up. I guess not. He dude just doesn't like Danny DeVito. Or chick, whoever wrote that. Alright, so this one's locked. You son of a... Alright, so I still can't use this like the other one. I bet that this travels me between these 2 puzzles. Multiple ways to bite your lip and not come off as a creep. There's one guy that does it like all the time. I can't remember what his name is. They showed him on the podcast. What the hell is that? Oh! Here's a fast one. What am I supposed to do about that guy? Run. You puking at me, guy? Okay. Big and fast. Oh! Die another day. Kill a stalker while executing an instant death attack? Okay. What do you got? Bandage? Which one's the stalker? The crawly one? Well, I'm running low on ammo now. Yay, bullets. I wish that happened more often. What is that guy? This guy's taking care of the plants. See? What the crap do you do about that? I don't know if I'm gonna finish this game, man. Should I start a new stream and play the road trip game? I think it'd be more fun right now, I guess. I almost did it, and then I'm like, I want to finish this game. But it keeps doing stuff like that to me. Because it's only 8 o'clock. Because I got started early. So... I don't know. I guess. Yeah, let's do it. It'll be fun. Be a nice chill story to follow. So, there's only 2 people here, so it doesn't really matter. If you're coming back, give me about 10 minutes. We're going to play a different game. I'm going to start a new stream. If you're not, thanks for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow. And tomorrow is Wednesday, which is the day that I try to start early and we go a little bit late. And we're planning on playing Palia. And you can come back then. So thanks for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. If you're not coming back, I'll talk to you later. And if you are, give me about 10 minutes. Okay? Later, guys.